It's not over in Steubenville, Ohio. Although a judge has found two Steubenville teenagers guilty of raping a 16-year-old girl in a case that showcased jaw-dropping examples of teenage alcohol use and tawdry text messaging, all wrapped in allegations of a cover-up, Ohio's Attorney General said Monday it's now time for a grand jury to look at whether anyone else should be charged. I think the Steubenville community needs really two things. One is to get this over with, Attorney General Mike DeWine said in a nod to frustration the continued investigation is likely to cause in the city, the small, down-on-its-luck Ohio river mill town that's been the focus of intense criticism and media coverage for months. But the other is to believe that justice has been done, that we have left no stone unturned and that anyone who is criminally liable has been brought to justice, he said. Grand jury DeWine said state investigators have examined tens of thousands of text messages, images and videos and talked to 56 witnesses, from teenagers who attended the parties to assistant football coaches and the high school principal. But 16 people who may know something about what happened that August night have refused to talk, he said. I have reached the conclusion that this investigation cannot be completed, that we cannot bring finality to this matter, without the convening of a grand jury, he said in a statement Sunday. Opinion. Steubenville case shows how the rules have changed. The grand jury will begin meeting around April 15 and could take a number of days to complete its work, DeWine said. And I should point out that the convening of a grand jury, of course, does not necessarily mean that indictments will be returned or that charges will be filed, he said. The grand jury is an investigative tool that is uniquely suited to ensure fairness and to complete this investigation, DeWine said in the Sunday statement. And this community needs assurance that no stone has been left unturned in our search for the truth. Guilty verdicts. DeWine's announcement of the grand jury came shortly after Judge Thomas Lips found Trent Mays, 17, and Malik Richmond, 16, guilty of rape. Lips, who was hearing the case without a jury, also found Mays guilty of disseminating the nude photo of a minor. Authorities accused Mays and Richmond of putting their fingers in the girl's vagina while she was too drunk to consent, an act that constitutes rape under Ohio law. The incident took place during a series of alcohol-fueled end-of-summer parties in August. Some of the abuse was documented in photographs shown in court and in texts read aloud during testimony, including one text in which a state forensics investigator testified Mays wrote, "I should have raped since everyone thinks I did." Trial focuses on text messages. Lips sentenced Mays to a minimum of 2 years in a juvenile correctional facility. Richmond received a minimum of 1 year. Juvenile authorities could decide to keep both in custody until they turn 21. They must undergo treatment and will have to register as sex offenders, Lips ruled. Meanwhile, two 16-year-old girls were arrested Monday on charges of making threats against the victim via Twitter, Jefferson County Sheriff Fred Abdallah told CNN. Both are Steubenville residents. One posted a threat to beat the victim, and another threatened to kill her, Abdallah said. The two were being held in juvenile detention Monday afternoon and are scheduled to appear before a judge Tuesday morning, said Fred Abdallah Jr., the chief probation officer for Jefferson County Juvenile Court and the son of the sheriff. Prosecutors had not yet filed charges against the girls, he said. Internet outrage. The case received widespread attention after a blogger who once lived in Steubenville uncovered some of the materials posted to social media sites. The blogger, Alexandria Goddard, wrote pointedly about the possibility that the teenagers had been given preferential treatment because they played on the town's highly regarded football team. Police have denied that claim. Later, the loosely organized hacker group Anonymous got involved, posting a lengthy video in which another teenager, who has not been charged, made joking references to the rape. The ensuing fire over the case brought national attention and criticism to the city from around the country, leaving city officials struggling to defend the community and residents weary of the media spotlight. Teen rape trial shines unwelcome spotlight on Ohio town broader problem. Acknowledging the town's frustration, DeWine said Monday that it would be a mistake to focus on one small Ohio community, to think something unique in its culture is behind the incident. I'm afraid people are going to walk away and say this was all about Steubenville, DeWine said. It's not. It's a cultural problem. I'll guarantee that there are crimes very similar to this that occur every Friday night and every Saturday night in communities across this country where you have people, particularly young people, who are drinking too much and a girl is taken advantage of, and a girl is raped, he said. Such incidents stem from a larger social problem, the rampant lack of respect and human decency, he said. One of the lessons of life is we have to take care of each other, and we have to try to help people, and we have to do what's right, DeWine said. And there were precious few people that night that were doing what was right. Teens treated girl like a toy, prosecutor says.